Let's start with the good news. Ryan, new contract announced yesterday. He seems to be thriving under you. What have you seen in him since you've been at the club?
Yeah, look, Rhino's always been a great player. He's been a great servant of the club, and I think it's fantastic that he's decided to continue on, and the club wants to keep him here and for another 2 years. And I think he's a very special player within the group, and like I said, a great servant. And we're very honoured and happy to actually keep him here to continue on.
He was saying maybe this might not even be his last contract. He might even have a few more years after that. Do you think he's got longevity as a player beyond?
Yeah, look, Rhino's he's got definitely got some energy, and if he looks after himself, and now look, he's got a family as well. I think he'll settle, and I think he's a great professional. And if he looks after himself, definitely why not?
Obviously, it is quite a young team at the moment. So, what does a bloke like him? What can he sort of do for the younger guys with all that experience?
Yeah, we've got players obviously coming through the academy, and I think a player that's played over 15 years, with that experience, I think he helps the young players. And we've got Zach currently behind him, who's 17, that also has had some minutes this season. I think it's going to be great for players like Zach as well, and even the young players to learn off, and not just by words but also by actions.
Talking of those young guys, obviously, really big win on the weekend over the Wanderers. How do you make sure going forward that the boys can stay grounded? Because obviously you're on a bit of a run at the moment.
Well, if you know me quite well, mate, we stay grounded very easily. So that game has gone and passed. That game can be easily forgotten after if you have a poor performance against Brisbane on the weekend. So our focus is shifted to Brisbane. They've done well since Ruben's come in. They've had some consistency, and they've had some really good results. So for us, it's very important the way we play, the way we want to perform. We're playing at home, and it's a very important game for us to definitely get 3 points from.
You get the skipper back. How big is that as an inclusion?
Yeah, it's great. It's great to get Bratsy back as well. It's a good headache to have. The boys performed well over the weekend, and then some decisions need to be made for the starting lineup against Brisbane.
Obviously, Jack Rodwell can't take a trick at the moment. Out again. Well, what do you see from him though? How does he sort of take these blows in his stride?
Yeah, look, Jack's a good professional. He does everything right. Unfortunately, we were hoping that he would get a good week under his belt, but he's fallen sick. He'll do some modified stuff today. Today will be his first session this week, and we'll build him up and get him ready for next week, and hopefully he'll have a full week of training, and we need to make decisions again on Jack moving forward.
Anyone else getting sick? Everyone keeping the distance?
No, everyone's good at the moment, so which is a great thing.
Brisbane had a big win, an important win against Melbourne Victory on the weekend, and obviously Sydney had a very important win. How do you then take what you've learned from that derby and then place it into a game against Brisbane?
Yeah, look, it's the way we want to play. Our performance is very important. We always focus on the performance rather than the result, and the boys know, as Rhino said earlier, is if we perform well, 8 or 9 times out of 10 we're going to get the result that we want. Brisbane have been good. They've brought some players in the January window with Marco and Jelacic, and these guys I think they've added value to the team. So it's not going to be an easy game. There's no easy game within the A-League, but we'll be prepared and we'll be focused on what we need to do.
The ladder is very congested at the moment. A win could put you further up the table. How important does that make it at the end part of the season?
Yeah, very important. We want to finish as high as we possibly can to give ourselves that advantage leading to finals football. We haven't looked at the ladder since I've been here. We're just focused on the games that we played game by game. And look, it's very important that we do well and we pick up points, and then hopefully we end up in a good spot by the end of the season.
And just one on the atmosphere of the derby. How important is it that people are there singing and supporting the team, and then coming into this game, which will be at home? How important is the atmosphere when they play out on the field?
The atmosphere was fantastic. Obviously there was a lot of noise from the Cove, especially from us scoring early in that game. I think set the precedent, and I thought the fans were electric in the sounds that they made. So for us, very important. I think it's a great kick-off time at 5 o'clock on a Sunday. I think it's a great time for families as well to come out and watch. So like I said, the fans are very important to us. The game is nothing without fans, and they are the 12th man, and they do give that energy to the players.
Do you make a point of that, Iffy, that no one's looking at the ladder? That it's just...
No, we're not looking at the ladder, mate. We just focus on what we need to do to go through the games that we have in front of us, and we just focus on trying to get the result with a good performance, and we pick up our 3 points and we continue on our journey.
Just on the 3 boys expected to be announced in the national squad, in the 23s today? How delighted are you for them, and do they deserve it?
Of course, they definitely deserve it. They've worked hard with us, and it's what look with national teams. It doesn't matter what age group you play in. It's always an honour and a privilege to represent your country. It's what you do in club space, which earns you that position to be able to play for your national team as well. And Jakey and Geordie and Corey have been doing very well, and they've had consistent minutes, which has helped them to actually achieve this. So, for us as a club, we're very proud to send our players to represent our country. And I'm sure they'll be ecstatic about it as well.
And the A-Leagues are bringing in drinks breaks as of tomorrow for the period of Ramadan. From your own experience, how helpful will that be to those players who are observing the fasting?
Yeah, look, my experiences when I did play overseas, I played in Turkey, which is a 99% Muslim country. They did change the times of the games, and they pushed it after when people could open their fast, which made it possibly a lot easier for players. Some players are able to manage through it, and some players are not. Everyone's a little bit different. It's not easy, especially when you use your body as your tool to go out there and perform. But like I said, it comes down to each individual how they can manage that.